Good morning, folks. Welcome back to the Wyoming Way. Well, we're over here this morning at our big set of corrals. We've got all the bulls in. And in just a couple short months, we're going to be turning these bulls out on cows. So we have a vet out today, and we're going to run all these bulls through and give them a breeding soundness exam to make sure that when we turn them out in a couple months, they'll be able to do their job. Elroy. Elroy has already become one of my favorite horses ever. He's just a good boy. So nice riding a great big strong horse. Makes you feel like a big man, a big cowboy. Suck in that gut, Elroy. Let's do this. So I think we have somewhere around 40 bulls to do today, so it's going to take a little while. We administer a fertility test every spring to all our bulls. Most of these bulls every year will pass their fertility test, but you do have the odd one or two, maybe three out of the whole bunch that will fail. And so it's always worthwhile knowing that information so you're not turning bulls out on cows that aren't going to be able to breed a cow. We're also administering a pour-on ivermectin today for parasite control. And each one of these bulls is going to get a booster of Bovishield Gold, which is a vaccine that protects against respiratory diseases. And some of these bulls are going to be going to a grazing association this summer. And so they are required to have had a trichomoniasis test, to have passed a trichomoniasis test, which trich is just basically bovine venereal disease. Let's get one more. See, I'm gonna bring these up and put them behind the gate here so I don't have to do as much walking. So my plan is when we get down to the last few bulls and I don't really need my horse back here anymore, I'm going to go up into the chute area and see if I can show you guys how this breeding soundness exam goes. It's pretty interesting. I think you'll get a kick out of it if you haven't seen it before. Elroy's so nice to he's just so nice in the corral. He side passes. He's so easy to get gates on, and I just love it. I love a horse like that. He's a cool dude. Coffee break. A lot.
Dad, what if we had to fight a bull?
Fight a bull? Hopefully we don't have to fight a bull.
Yeah.
We're going to avoid fighting a bull today. Okay, let go. Funny. Okay, let's go up chute side and see what this vet is doing. So here we have the vet taking a scrotal size measurement using this special tape measure. And we collect scrotal size on all the yearling bulls, and that data is sent into the American Angus Association. And scrotal size is important because it's positively correlated to fertility and libido.
39.
And you hear the vet call out right there, 39. That means 39 centimeters, which is a very respectable measurement for a yearling bull of this age. Next, we have the actual semen test part of the breeding soundness exam. So this probe is going to be inserted into the rectum of the bull, and that probe is connected to that orange box on the ground, which sends an electrical impulse into the probe, causing the bull to extend his penis and then ejaculate into a cup there that the vet will catch the semen sample and prepare it for analysis under a microscope.
Well, Pete, none of them froze their nuts off.
That's a good thing. So now the vet is just adding a couple of drops of purple dye onto the slide to help create some contrast so he can see the sample.
Less than 5. A few bent tails, a few detached heads.
And he begins to analyze the sperm cells and to check for any abnormalities, any dead sperm cells, any cells with detached heads or coiled tails or proximal droplets. He's very trained to be able to just quickly look at the sample and determine whether or not the bull is going to pass or fail the fertility test. The bulls tested really well on this day. All the older bulls passed their test. We did have 3 or 4 yearling bulls that failed, which is not completely out of the ordinary, especially when you test this early in the spring, like around March, because those animals are still quite young, and an extra month or two can make all the difference in having these bulls pass once they are retested. So all in all, a very good day checking the bulls. Here we have Dad administering some poron ivermectin treatment for parasite control. And here we have the vet collecting a trichomoniasis sample to be sent to a lab and be tested. All these bulls have to be clear from trichomoniasis if they're going to go onto the Grazing Association. So he inserts the tube up into the sheath and collects a sample, and then we'll analyze that sample at a lab. And so we will have results to verify that the bulls are free from bovine venereal disease. Well, there you have it, folks. I sure hope you enjoyed that. It was such a beautiful day to be testing these bulls, and really enjoyed being horseback and being around the bulls, working the bulls in the alley, and getting to work with my family, my wife, my kids, my parents, and our good friend, our vet. And the bulls tested really well, so everything just went great. I do want to thank all of you for tuning in, especially to last week's episode and all your awesome name recommendations for my new horse. I did end up choosing a name, and I want to give a shout out right now to At No Halfway Journey, who came up with the name Jubilee. I really like that name, and I'm going to use that. I think it fits this little filly really well, and we can call her Juby for short, but Jubilee, it just has a nice ring to it. So thank you at No Halfway Journey. Thank you all for all your name recommendations. There were some awesome ones in there, but we can only choose one. So thank you again for tuning into the Wyoming Way. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one.